the 3 p.m. sugar craving or the 10 p.m. sugar craving. Your body is screaming for something. It's not willpower, it's not discipline, it's something else. Let me show you. If you're a woman over 40 and struggle with cravings at different parts of your life, specifically now, menopausal, postmenopausal type of state, I know exactly where you're at and what's happening. We've worked with hundreds of women over the years, specifically around increasing energy, burning body fat, and balancing hormones. That has a lot to do with cravings, especially around 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. when you find yourself raiding the pantry. So let me explain what's happening. It's not particularly willpower or discipline that you need to make a change in your life. Your body is craving something. There's 2 reasons that we crave. One is lack of nutrients. This is the biggest one. You don't get enough nutrients throughout the day, so your body's asking for some. It's saying, please give me some nutrients. I want to fuel my metabolism so I can burn body fat. And you fight that urge. No, more food is gonna equal more body weight. Instead of understanding more quality food will increase your metabolism and actually help you burn body fat. Crazy statement, I know. What the problem is when we crave, we go to what's easy and what's simple. At 10 o'clock, you could easily open the pantry door and grab some sugary, salty snacks. Or you can make something, and most people aren't gonna make something. The other option is, of course, pulling something out of the fridge that might be pre-made, like a yogurt bowl, like a yogurt granola bowl, or a cottage cheese bowl. We have recipes for those. We'll drop them below in the comments. But there's something happening with your body and it's asking for something. The problem is we're kind of giving it the wrong thing. Instead of giving it nutrients that are going to increase your metabolism and help you feel better, the nutrients helps our body in so many different ways. But the problem is we don't give our body nutrients. Our body's asking for nutrients when you're craving something in the evening. However, we usually just give it junk. Let's be real. Let's not sugarcoat anything here. The second is habit. It's just a habit. So you're used to sitting there, Netflixing, scrolling, and then hitting the pantry. Your body's just used to that. It's a habit you've created. The good news is you can uncreate that habit, or better yet, recreate a better habit in your life. So let me explain the blood sugar roller coaster. You are craving food. So you grab something that's salty, mostly sugary, that spikes your blood sugar levels. Unhealthy boost that we go through throughout the day. You'd be better off having a more calm day. So if your normal is low, like Eeyore, if you could increase your normal so you're more uplifted, you do that with more sustainability, like complex carbs. Or instead of, I'm not telling you not to have your coffee, pay attention to the coffee you're consuming, the types of coffee, what you're putting in it, but you could have a matcha tea, which is a more clarity, more focused, more sustainable energy, instead of the extra spikes you get from the refined sugar, from the caffeine, from other external substances that I would call unhealthy or food-like substances. You could look at energy drinks. You get a big boost with that energy drink, right? There's always a crash, and what happens with that crash? We're looking for our next high. Okay, so the next one is under eating, and I see this across the board. We've worked with hundreds of women over the past 20 years, and almost every single one of them come to us under eating, which is always the very root of why you're craving late in the evening, because your body is starving for nutrients. When your body's starving for nutrients, it's looking for more, it wants more, it's asking for more. So it's just easy and convenient at 10 o'clock to open the pantry, and we all know we don't have the best choices in the pantry, right? So if you start to create more meals that are nutrient dense instead of eating empty calories like fast food, you'll have less cravings and less blood sugar spikes and less crashes throughout the day. So paying attention to the nutrients that you're putting in your body, starting off with a good breakfast, and then moving throughout the day with substance instead of emptiness. That's gonna make a big difference. And then of course, we have to look at leading with protein. We see women in this age group, 40 plus, that it's all carb heavy. Unfortunately, a lot of those carbs are empty carbs, or you can call them simple carbs. Those are the ones that spike your blood sugar levels. But understand that those simple carbs are turning into sugar very quickly and they're not offering sustainable energy. If you have a sweet potato, that's going to be a much different feeling. It's going to be a much different reaction. You have fiber in there, you have antioxidants in there, you have the ability for a slow release of energy without the spike. That's the difference between a complex carb, which is what you should be filling your day with, not being afraid of carbs. We believe in a balance of macronutrients. So getting more nutrients throughout the day and leading with protein, instead of having a carb heavy day, consider a protein heavy day. That would be starting out with a protein in the morning. That could be a protein shake, could be a Greek yogurt, it could be a cottage cheese. And then consider bookending your day. I really like a good quality collagen supplement. That would make a big difference. Bookending your day with at least 10 to 12 grams of protein from collagen in the evening. That could be a shake. That could be a casein in cottage cheese, which is slow digesting. So there's many different ways that you can increase the density of your nutrients and increasing your calorie intake. So you're not so much craving in the evening, but this will also help increase your metabolism and help you burn body fat. Okay, so I have to talk about stress, sleep, and hormones. They're all very closely linked. So when you're highly stressed out, you have increased cortisol levels and you don't sleep. It's all connected. So what we have to do is start reducing stress in our life, which will reduce the cortisol levels and improve our sleep. So going through something on a regular basis, like breathing exercises, it could be prayer, meditation, walking your dog, whatever it is, there needs to be some type of system that you set up in your life to reduce the stress, which will make a big difference. Once that stress is released, your cortisol levels come down and your body is able to burn body fat. So you're getting much more bang for your buck by paying attention to your stress levels. Some people's stress levels are so high, they don't know they're stressed out. They don't know that they could fly off the handle at any moment, that they're very reactive. They don't think before they talk. They're easily lash out. They're yelling at their pet or their child, even though they're not even mad at them. That's a very stressed out, that's elevated cortisol levels. And then so someone comes to me and they're saying, I'm eating right and I'm exercising, doing all the right things, but their stress levels are through the roof, which means their cortisol levels are too high and you're retaining body fat. So paying attention to your stress level will balance your hormones. Once your hormones are balanced, you'll sleep better. It's a very nice cycle of health that'll offer so many benefits for you now and in the long run. The last one I'm gonna mention here is starting your day off properly. Now I mentioned paying attention to the calories, the nutrients, leading with protein, but I often see if you start your day with a sugary substance, you tend to crave throughout the day. So starting your day is imperative for you to make the right decisions and put some good quality food in your body. I would suggest leading with protein, like leading with a protein shake, for example. But I see if someone starts off with something more sugary, like it could be something like those instant packages of oatmeal that we think are clean and healthy and good for us, but the sugar content is extreme. Just consider that. I just want you to have an open mind here. You may be having a simple carb in cereal. Like you're sitting there and you're thinking you're having a nice granola, but it's jam-packed with sugar, which is spiking your blood sugar levels, which is gonna cause you to crave sugar throughout the day, and again, especially in the evening. So starting your day off, the first thing, I really like a shake like I previously mentioned, or having a high protein option like eggs and sausage, maybe some avocado. That's a very different start of the day than something very refined like a cold cereal. Like you could look at something like Cheerios, or you could look at Captain Crunch. Those certainly spike your blood sugar levels, but those are jam-packed with sugar. But then you have to read the ingredients, because you could be fooled into thinking that granola doesn't have sugar or it's a clean option. But that's only going to cause you to crave more sugar throughout the day. So paying attention to what you're having first thing will definitely make a difference in the long run. So to wrap things up, we have to look at many different things throughout our day and the lifestyle that we're living, starting with stress. So reduce the stress in your life, reduce the cortisol levels, help you sleep better, reduce the cravings in the evening will also help you burn body fat. Paying attention to what you're putting in your body, starting your day off with protein, making sure that first start of the day, the first meal of the day is going to be high protein, and avoiding sugar, especially first thing. Understanding that your body is missing something, it's lacking nutrients. So having better quality nutrients throughout the day and actually fueling your body, fueling your metabolism, putting your body in a fat burning stage We've seen women across the board start to eat cleaner meals and completely eliminate cravings in the evening. Don't even think about the pantry anymore. And then of course, avoiding foods that are gonna spike our blood sugar throughout the day, which I've talked about, causes so many different issues. That's all I have for you. I hope you'd enjoy. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We'd certainly appreciate that. Hit the notification button as well so you can be notified when the next video drop comes. Comment below if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share it with a friend in case you know someone that's in the exact same situation you're in or has been talking to you about all their cravings. We have a school community with over 1,200 women in your exact same situation. If you'd like to join our community, click the link below and we'll see you inside.